This has had to have been the greatest 1500-meter Olympic final I have seen ever in my life. And this is the best final on a global stage for this distance. Guys, Cole Hocker just did the impossible, and he rewrote history. He just created a new drama line in the multiverse of middle distance running. Because before this event started, everyone was talking about Josh Kerr versus Jacob Ingebrigtsen. They've been going back and forth. The two dominant favorites, Jacob is the reigning defending Olympics champion in the 1500, and Josh Kerr is the reigning defending 1500-meter world champion. So it's champion versus champion. Who's going to become undisputed and settle this once and for all? But out of nowhere, the third head of the snake arrived, and Cole Hocker proved that he is the biggest head. He is the one, and not only did he shock the Europeans, he brought middle distance running back to America, along with Jared Naguse in the bronze medal position. But he just told everyone that this is a new era. It's no longer two men battling out. It's potentially four, because Jared Naguse is in the mix now. So it's Jacob, Kerr, Hocker, and Jared Naguse. And I'm excited. This performance is not surprising to me. If you guys know Cole Hocker, ever since he was in the NCAAs, he was winning NCAA championships, and he was winning them in great fashion. He was always closing so hard in the last 100. I was like, this guy has a kick that no one else has. And if he's in the mix in the final 100, I don't see anybody winning against him. And the only thing that Cole Hocker had to prove to win and become a champion is have the speed and endurance to keep up the first three laps, because that was the only thing holding him back. If Cole Hocker wasn't in the mix by the last 200, then it didn't matter if he had the best kick, because he couldn't close on guys like Kerr and Jacob. But in this race, he was in third place with 200 meters to go, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he might actually win this, because I know Jacob isn't going to outkick Hocker. I was just wondering if Kerr's kick was better than Hocker's. It was like the battle of the kickers. Who has the best kick? And we found out that Cole Hocker had the better kick in this race. Now, I still believe Cole Hocker and Kerr are in the class of their own in terms of kicking the last 100. I just think Cole Hocker won this race because Josh Kerr had to run extra distance in the second to last 100 because Jacob was pushing him out to lane 2. So he had to run more distance and use more energy just to maintain that pace. And he was ahead of Hocker the whole time, but Hocker just had a little more reserves for that kick, and he outkicked Josh Kerr, which is incredible. I would have never expected that race to happen. Oh my gosh, I'm just shocked. So it was Jacob winning by the 100, and then Josh Kerr overtook him, and it looked like Josh Kerr was going to win the gold medal and settle this once and for all. But then out of nowhere, Cole Hocker comes in the mix, and he destroys them both. Not necessarily by a huge margin, but he sets an Olympic record. So it was a performance of a lifetime. And Jared Naguse not only beat out Jacob Ingebrigtsen, but he almost took the silver medal away from Josh Kerr. So we almost went into a world where the two Americans got gold and silver, and the two dominant champions, the rivalry, the talk of the town, were about to get fourth and bronze. Amazing. This race couldn't have gone any better. Jacob versus Kerr was a great thing for this event, but adding two new guys who beat them is even more. It how can I say this? It magnifies. It creates more aura. It creates more drama to this event. I can't wait to see them run it back in the Diamond League final and in the World Championships next year, because now you have the reigning defending Olympics champion versus the reigning defending world champion versus the former Olympics champion, and all of those guys can still win the event. They're all proven. It's a three-headed monster now. Three guys. And then you want to add in former world champions like Timothy Chariot to the mix, who's always going to be in the hunt. And then you have Jared Naguse, the new bronze medalist for America. And this event has incredible depth in the top 5. Like, any of the top 5 can win on any given day with the right conditions. So I have not seen a top-heavy field in any event like this in a long time. Not even the 100. Well, the 100 this year was actually very competitive, but we all knew it was going to come down to 2 or 3 guys in that event. But in this event, it's up to 5 guys. And let's not forget about the 2022 world champion from Great Britain. So Great Britain has 2 world champions. Norway has 1 Olympic champion. America has 1 Olympic champion in the modern era. All of those guys can come back next year and make an even greater race, potentially a world record. I am excited. I'm not even a middle distance runner from when I used to race, but man, watching these guys run, it's amazing. I'm actually interested in watching this event more often. So shout out to Cole Hocker making America great again, along with Jared Naguse, in terms of middle distance running. And wow, a new story, a new drama. This is a new phase of 1,500 meter storylines. Let's go.